Before I get started, you may be wondering, does this webinar apply to me? Well, I can tell you the answer is absolutely yes. This webinar is for anyone and everyone who is interested in learning more about social media for their business and how to turn your social media channels into real revenue streams. Small business owners, this is for you. Solopreneurs and entrepreneurs trying to do it all on your own, this is for you. Social media managers, this is for you. If you tried using social media in the past and felt like it was too complicated, this is for you. If you feel like your social media is not working, this is for you. If you don't know the right steps to take with social media, this is for you. And if you are a successful business person and want to just keep learning, this is for you. And trust me when I say that, if you stay until the end and listen to all that I have to say, I guarantee you will learn something that can help accelerate your business online. I put this training together for you because I want to help you with your business and give you my decades of knowledge that I wish I had when I was younger and trying to make my business thrive. Look, I get it. Social media can be confusing. And I didn't grow up with a cell phone in my hand either. And I spent the last years learning it myself. But the thing is, it is not going away anytime soon, and every entrepreneur needs this information. With the role of social media in business right now being so crucial, especially with many businesses shifting to online sales and marketing, you need to know how to properly harness its power. That's why I'm here to show you how to increase sales while using social media. Create a system in place to help you master it. Grab the attention of customers and keep them coming back for more, and save time creating engaging content. Now, if you listen to everything in this training and stay until the end, I have a few resources I want to give you for free. First, you'll receive my social media image pack, which gives you templates to optimize your social media. And in addition to the social media pack, you will also receive a PDF copy of this webinar so you can look it over whenever you want. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Damon John. I turned a $40 budget into FUBU, a $6 billion fashion game changer. I'm the co-host on the 4-time Emmy Award-winning business show Shark Tank for over the past decade. In 2019, I was named #1 best business Instagram account entrepreneurs should follow by Business News Daily. In 2020, I was named LinkedIn's #2 top voice for U.S. influencers only, behind Melinda Gates, and I have over 5 million social media followers across all platforms. While I built a multi-billion-dollar brand, FUBU, in the 1990s, you might be wondering, well, what does that have to do with social media? Well, let me tell you. A lot of the principles from social media and influencer marketing are the same principles that catapulted FUBU. It was just done on another platform and another form of delivery. Instead of using Instagram posts, I use music videos. So knowing these techniques is extremely important for not just social media, but for your overall understanding of marketing. Let me give you a more recent example of how I've used social media. If you have been following me, you might have heard about the event I did called Black Entrepreneurs Day that we put together. Now, I had a bunch of celebrities like Shaquille O'Neal, Gabrielle Union, Chance the Rapper, Ice-T, LL Cool J, and top brands like Chase, Shopify, Pepsi, and UPS all supported. The goal was to empower and educate the Black business community, and we surpassed all of our expectations. We have over 7 million people that watched the event, over 2.8 billion media impressions, and we gave away $250,000 to Black business owners. Now, the reason I'm bringing this up is because we were able to put this thing together in less than 3 months and distribute it distributed to millions and millions of people over social media. I didn't have to pitch it to some big Hollywood execs or anybody else like that to get the deal done. I didn't have to convince a TV channel to air it. I didn't have to wait for someone else to tell me yes. My team and I were able to do this and impact millions, all thanks to social media. Okay, before we get into our first topic, I want you to understand something. No matter what industry you are in and what size business you are, this will help you sell your product or service on social media. This will help you grow your brand on an international level, and anyone can do this despite their background and experience. In case you're skeptical or have doubts about online training like these, on the left, you can see a picture of Taylor, someone who has proactively enrolled in my courses and webinars just like these. Taylor worked extremely hard and paid close attention and applied what she learned in order to go forward with her first startup. Hopefully, what you take away from this is that you can put in the hard work and you can reach similar results and be very successful. All right, enough of the introduction. Let's get down to business. Today, we will be focusing on a few of my secrets to social media. Overall, after listening to this training, you will have modernized and updated your social media IQ. Here are the secret steps we will get into. How to build a system to scale your business online. The key strategies to grow your followers and reach. Create a step-by-step plan to repurpose content and maximize your time. Monetization strategies that actually work. And to become a social media master. Now, something important to note is that positive results are not always guaranteed. I can give you all the tools and information needed to be successful, but you are the one that needs to take the information and apply it to your business. Okay, let's get into it. Secret number one, how to build a system to scale your business online. Now, some people think, I don't have the time necessary to grow my platform. I don't have the skills to create engaging content for my followers. Well, let me tell you a quick story. I've always been a very busy guy, and at first I didn't really get social media, but then when I realized how critical it was to growing businesses, I knew I needed to educate myself, and I did not want to get left behind. The funny thing is, I learned most of these game-changing tactics through my Shark Tank companies, my other investments, and other entrepreneurs that I would meet. I didn't learn any groundbreaking lessons from a fancy, expensive ad agency. I used the power of broke mentality to learn it for myself. This way, I would know how to build a team to help me as I scaled. But the important thing to know is that you don't need to do it alone. One of the most important things about an entrepreneur is knowing what you're good at and knowing what you aren't good at. For things that you aren't good at, find ways to outsource work and make it easier for yourself. With that said, when it comes to social media, there are a few necessary roles for you to think about when putting together a team. You need someone who has the ability to write powerful and convincing copy. You need someone that can edit, cut, and create videos. You need someone who can edit and transform photos. You also need someone who is a master at paid social media. So, whether you're going to try and fill all of these roles at first or you want to hire a team, these are the type of people that you will need. It is important to understand that you do not need a different person for all of these. For example, if you are a great writer at copy and creating photos, then you only need to fill 2 of those roles. And most of the time, especially at the beginning, these roles can be fulfilled by the same person. But as time goes on, you're going to want to create a team, and that's a good thing. Everyone has things that they are not great at. And if you're a business owner, you have other areas of the business that you need to take care of. No entrepreneur can do it all on their own. And I got to tell you, no entrepreneur in history has ever built an incredibly successful business 100% all by themselves. You need to focus on what you are good at and hire people for the things that you are not good at. I get asked all the time about what resources my team and I use for content creation and social media management. So I put together a list of these resources that I recommend. Now, I'm not going to spend a ton of time on these, so take a moment to screenshot the video now and do your own research to find which ones fit best for you. Here are some more resources to help you out. While the previous slide was all about resources for content creation, these resources are all about social media management, meaning these tools will allow you to better manage all of your content. Lastly, here are 3 other resources to help you find inexpensive freelance work to fulfill any of the necessary roles we discussed. Again, I'm not going to go too much into detail with these because everyone's situation is different. So make sure you write these down and go do your own research later. As I mentioned, the way you build your team is completely up to you. But let me pull back the curtain and break down how my social media team was built out person by person. Okay, so first we hired a social media manager. At this point, they were wearing the hats of all 4 of those necessary roles: copywriting, image creation, video production, and paid advertising. They weren't a top expert in all 4 of them, but they were able to get the job done. I know some business owners who hire someone like this just for a few hours a week so they can have that time back focusing more on their business. Then we hired a graphic designer. At the time, we saw that images were really performing well on my different platforms, but because my social media manager was stretching across all 4 roles, there was definitely room to bring in someone else to assist. So our goal for this hire was simply to create better artwork and graphics more efficiently. For us, this was the most logical next step. But again, if you're decent at design, maybe you want to get a video editor instead, or maybe you want to focus on videos first, then getting a video editor in that case makes more sense. Next, we started working with a video editor. Similar sort of thought as before. We wanted to create better video content so our social media manager could start to work more on the areas of their work to help us grow. Something to keep in mind, you don't need to bring these people on as employees. You can find freelancers from the resources that we provide earlier to help you out on this. This way, if you don't have enough work for a full-time job, you don't need to pay someone a full-time salary. Our next step, we were able to have 2 new people join our team, a paid social media manager and a social media coordinator. Both of these roles allowed us to bring better experts that really knew their own area and made our team so much stronger because each individual was much more focused. So that's how we built our team at first. Now, it's a little more complicated with a lot more people, but use this blueprint to get off the ground at first. By hiring people to take the burden off of yourself, you can focus more on other tasks at hand. Now, on to secret number 2, key strategies to grow your followers and reach. For this topic, I want to hand it over to one of those team members that I was talking about. I want to introduce to you Ted Kingsbury, who is the president of my company, The Shark Group. He's worked directly for me for over 11 years, and he started off as an intern and was that younger voice in the office that would always show me something new. He oversees my personal brand projects and has been the driving force behind a number of my many projects, specifically when it comes to social media and digital marketing. I'll let Ted take it away for now, and I will see everyone back here afterward.
Thanks, Damon, and great to meet you all virtually. I'm really excited to share this next secret with you because it's going to be a complete game changer once you start to implement your own social media strategy. Now, most people think about these social media platforms as simply a place to broadcast your message to potentially millions of people. And while you can do that, there's so much more to these platforms when you create a inherently social engagement strategy to it. I mean, it is called social media after all, right? But let me deconstruct what I mean by that and show you a little bit more. Now, some people think hashtags are not a good way to grow your following. They might also think what you post is not an important part of whether you grow or not. Some people might also say the quantity of followers is more important than the quality. And some people think there's no difference in value between my most recent posts and my older posts. Now, I will show you very shortly how hashtags are very important. And it's also important to remember the reality of these assumptions. What you post is an important part of whether you grow or not. And you need to build up your following to have a bunch of loyal individuals who will support your brand. And lastly, consistent growth is possible on social media. You just need to know how to do it. And this webinar will help you with that. Let me break down for you a pro tip to show you how we leverage Damon's recent posts based on the audience we know is going to visit his profile page. Now, let me start with some context. Your profile page. Here I'm using an example of Instagram, but the basic principles are still relevant no matter what social platform you're using. On your profile page, your most recent posts are front and center. Your most recent posts are your most important posts. They're what people will look at most frequently rather than scrolling through your long history of posts. These most recent posts will help people decide whether or not to do any of these different options. Leave your page, browse your page but not engage, browse your page and engage on posts, browse your page and engage on posts and follow you, or just follow you. So these posts need to tell people loud and clear, my page is a great fit for you because I post about things that you like and value. Now, back to the pro tip I mentioned about how we leverage Damon's recent posts based on the audience we know is going to visit his profile page. Our team adapts Damon's social media based on the different press hits we know Damon is going to have, and it all goes back to the profile page. When he goes on certain news outlets, we make sure that the posts on his feeds are corresponding to that outlet, knowing that when he goes on the show, people are naturally going to check out his page. This way, the people that are checking out this page see things that connect with them, so they engage and hopefully follow. For example, if Damon's going to be on a female-centric show like The View, for example, our team will have a post in his top 3 social posts where he's talking about something like his mom and how she inspired him to take his business to the next level. We know that will resonate with that female-centric crowd. Or, here's another example. If he's going to be on a sports show, maybe we'll have a video of him with a big athlete or a motivational quote from a sports figure on his social media. So you might be wondering, cool, Damon gets a ton of press and does this tactic. Well, I don't get press like that. And how does this help me? Thing is, you can do a very similar sort of tactic when you know people will view your page because you'll be at something like a trade show, or maybe you'll know certain potential buyers look at your page based on seasonality. Dress up your page for the users that are going to come to it. Make it so easy for them to want to follow you, want to engage with you, that they have to. The key thing to walk away with is this. Your audience's first impression of you is typically your profile page, and you want to make sure that you leave a good impression that interests them and draws them in. Now, you have a page that's optimized, but you're not done. Remember that PDF document Damon mentioned in the beginning of this training? That is going to massively help show you the other simple techniques that we use to optimize your profile page. But here comes the very important part, networking and engaging with others. And for this, some people think social media is just a one-way platform. I don't have to interact with others. Or they might think, if all I do is post content, I will be very successful. The thing is, this is not the case. Social media is not a one-way platform. You need to interact with others in order to be successful. Simply just posting content isn't going to cut it and isn't going to lead you to success. Custom engagement is key to any business on social media. It says so in the name, social media. Here are multiple ways to engage with customers on social media. Replying to posts about your business, hosting Q&As, conducting polls and surveys, and hosting contests and giveaways. Now that you know some of the ways to engage with customers on social media, I'm going to dive into 2 very specific ways to engage with people on social media. Be sure to have your pen and paper ready because you are not going to want to miss this. Okay, for this tactic, you're going to really rely on hashtags. And hashtags are a great way to engage people, but it's something that many people fail to think about, or they're not really using it effectively. So what I'm going to do is show you step by step exactly how we do this. So here's a screen recording on my phone. So I opened up Instagram, and now I'm going to go into the search area. This is where I can search for all kinds of content and hashtags and things like that. So first you want to identify hashtags that resonate with your brand and profile. Hashtags can be useful, but if they don't have anything to do with your brand and profile, they will be useless to you. So for the sake of this example, let's check out entrepreneur quotes, because that's resonant with Damon's brand and everything like that, right? So you'll see a bunch of posts came up. You'll see both top and recent. So top means that the algorithm of Instagram has picked them as top posts because they're gaining traction. People are excited about it, things like that. And recent is exactly what you would think, just recent posts. Now what you want to do is engage with people in both top posts and recent posts. What this is doing is saying, hey, I like the stuff that you're putting out there. So let's just do that for a while. This looks cool. You're not the same person you were a year ago, and I think that's beautiful. That sounds good. Let's like that. Decide what you want, write it down, create a plan, learn this. That looks like a great post as well. That one looks good as well. Cool. Let me switch over to top real quick. What's a good post over here? I like to pick something that's really resonant, seems on brand. Here you go. A wise man said, don't be afraid to start over again. This time you're not starting from scratch, you're starting from experience. Cool. I like to do that. That's a great post. So what you do is just do that for, carve out 10 minutes a day to engage with people like this. Pick other hashtags, other things that are in your world. Here are some other ones that I was playing around with that are resonant for Damon's brand, but identify what are the hashtags resonant for you. I have entrepreneur quotes, entrepreneur, marketing for small business, be your own boss. All of these are great examples. So now the third thing to do is just wait and see who engages back with you. Those are probably the people who are most active in the platform and care the most about what your brand has to offer. Then re-engage with them in whatever you see fit. Finally, it's important to keep in mind that you want to do this regularly to build a community of people who are interested in your topics. If you don't regularly engage with people, you run the risk of losing people who were originally engaged. All right, now that we just went over hashtags and how you can engage on those, let me show you the same general idea, but just doing it a little bit differently. In this way, you're using target profiles to find that community and engage with them. So let's keep running with this example of Damon. So if we're trying to find an entrepreneur-focused community, maybe something like this, Founder Magazine would be a good one. If you're not familiar with this publication, it's an online magazine. They teach everything you need to know about entrepreneurship. It's really cool, definitely worth checking out. So now that I identified Founder, let me click on the post and engage in the comments. So the thing to think about is that these people have taken time out of their day as they were enjoying Instagram to comment on it. They've essentially digitally risen their hand to say, I'm engaged, and so much that I'm going to post something about it. So these are hyper involved people. And what you want to do is engage with them. Could be as simple as just liking like that, or maybe you want to send a reply and give them a fist bump or something like that. That's cool too. And so people will see that engagement, and that's great. But what you want to do is engage with their pages as well. So let's find somebody here who had something and go on their actual page. Tens Media. Let's check them out. It's an investing page. Cool. So what I would do is just like their 3 most recent posts, 3 or 4, whatever you think is good. And then you go back, find some more people. Millionaire Circle. Cool. They have 22,000 followers. That's great. And I'm going to like 3 or 4. I always like doing 4 for some reason. All right. And now what you do is you do that. Again, carve out 10 minutes a day, something like that. Less, more, whatever you have in your calendar, your schedule, and do it. And then you see who engages back with you and you re-engage. It's this game of ping pong, of engagement and likes. But then do this regularly to build a community of people who are interested in your topics. Hopefully, after seeing these 2 tactics and showing you how to do it step by step, you'll see that the major takeaway is be social on social media. Sounds redundant, sounds easy, but you'd be surprised how many people don't do this. You don't want to have your followers engaging with you and you're not engaging back. Engagement is key, and if you do it correctly, you could really grow your social media following and its reputation. All right, well, that wraps up that secret. Again, I can't stress this one enough. I promise, if you take 10 minutes a day and carve that out of your schedule, you're going to see results like you've never seen before. With that said, I'm going to toss it back to Damon, and I hope to connect with you guys all soon. Take it away, Damon.
Thanks, Ted. Now, I hope you all were taking notes during that section because those are some amazing growth strategies that anyone can use. Let's move on to secret number 3. Create a step-by-step plan to repurpose content and maximize your time. Now, you may be thinking, I can use the same content for every platform. There is no way to repurpose my content. Creating enough content for a whole week, let alone a whole month, is way too time consuming. Well, let me share with you a quick story. With all of these new platforms coming out, my team and I had to think through ways to maximize my time while also keeping up with posting content. New content needs to be created and posted for all these different platforms. So we started to create universal content that could also be specific to each platform as well. In this example here, we took a simple video of our holiday sale, took different assets from the video, and created unique content to post on Instagram, Twitter, and LinkedIn. All of this content is different, but was taken from the same source. This is why I love live broadcasts so much. Going live is one of the best ways to engage with your followers. They can hear what you have to say and engage by commenting on your live stream. One important thing to understand is, when done correctly, live streams aren't just made for being live. Live streams can be repurposed and posted on all of your other social media platforms. Now, I get that going live may be very scary for some of you. That's understandable. But going live is a very powerful tool, and it is important that you get comfortable with it. Remember that everyone has to start somewhere, and I'd be lying if I said I was comfortable going live and publicly speaking all the time. Recently, I hosted a digital event called the Launch, Grow, and Scale Challenge, and I made everyone involved in the challenge go live in the Facebook group we had. Now, this might have made a lot of people nervous, but it was a good way to get people out of their comfort zone. It just takes practice, and I promise you, you will get better at it. You just need to do it. To further show you how powerful going live can be, let me show you how you can take one 30-minute Instagram live and turn it into so much more content for all of your platforms. My team does it all the time, and it's a complete game changer. An easy way to do an Instagram live is interviewing someone else. So let's use that example. That 30-minute Instagram live obviously starts out as an Instagram live, but it can also become a YouTube post with a full video of the IG Live interview, an IGTV post with the same full video. The audio from that full interview could be used as a podcast episode if you have one. No, I'm not done yet. It also can become a YouTube post with a 5-minute clip of the most powerful moments from that interview. That same clip can also live on IGTV too. Then you can create 30, 60-second clips that live on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn. You could also take 5 of the best tips from the interview and turn it into a blog for your website. And finally, you can even get more value from this one initial Instagram live by giving all of this amazing content to the person you interviewed so they can share it on all of their channels as well. And if you think lives are too complicated or intimidating for you, don't let that stop you. Let me show you how to do this same technique with just one tweet. Here's one tweet asking, what are the top resources you suggest as an entrepreneur? Now, let's repurpose it. You can share a screenshot of that post and share it on Facebook or Instagram. You can create a blog post where you recap the best suggestions from your followers and give them shout outs. Then you can create new Instagram and Facebook posts promoting the blog article. And finally, you can give this content to the followers you highlight so they can share on their channels. Now, on to secret number 4. monetization strategies that actually work. Some people think, I don't have enough followers to make money. The algorithm means no one sees my content. No one cares what I have to say or what I have to sell. I don't have the right product to make money on social media. The truth is that it does not matter how many followers you have. You can make money regardless. Also, you can be profitable with any kind of content, not just one specific kind. You might be thinking, well, how do I know my followers will purchase what I have to offer? You already know how to engage followers and grow on social media, but now it's time to figure out how to monetize your content and get followers to purchase your offering. Because remember, sales cures all. You want to make sure that you build products for your community, not the other way around. Figure out who your community is, and then in order to ensure that they will buy your products, build products for them. In order to successfully strategize on social media, you need to know who you are trying to reach. Before looking to social media, it is helpful to figure out who you want to target. You can survey your current customers to get an idea of who is the ideal customer for you and to put together some facts and information. Look to see who your competitors are targeting, such as who do they follow? What are their followers like? Who are their posts trying to reach, and so on and so on. Now we are starting to get into the most important part of this training session, so I want to make sure that you are still here with me. If you haven't done so already, get that notepad out for these next few topics. So let's get into the ways to monetize your social media channels. If you do it right, social media can make you a lot of money, and there are many options to do so. But listen, every single business is different, and every business will make money differently. I'm here to tell you the most common ways, and hopefully it'll spark some ideas. You can host events and charge a fee to enter. Webinars, for example. Offer a premium content or a monthly subscription. Promote other pages and businesses. Influencer marketing. Become a brand ambassador. And lastly, the most direct way to monetize is to sell your product or service. Again, every business is different, and more often than not, you'll need to test multiple different ways before you find the right one for you. So let's talk more about something that everyone can do. As a business owner, you want to use a low-price product to get a sale and identify who are your real customers. The low-price product is called a tripwire. Like I mentioned, the most direct way to monetize your social media is by selling your product or service. However, I bet the majority of people following you right now are not willing to actually pull out their wallet and make a purchase. But don't worry, this is completely normal and it happens to everyone. Let me break it down for you and explain why this is so important. Now, if I have 1,000 followers and 100 people bought a $2 product from me, those 100 people took their hard-earned cash and paid me because they clearly value the solution and knowledge that I am providing. Instead of trying to focus my efforts on all 1,000 followers, it would make a lot more sense to try and upsell those 100 people that have already bought from me. And that's why offering a tripwire is so important on your social media. The main goal of this strategy is to acquire as many paying customers as possible. Then, since they bought this low-cost product from you, now you can follow up with the intention of selling them higher-cost products in the future. All you need is something affordable and low price to sell at the beginning. I say it all the time. You can either acquire a new customer, make a customer buy more frequently, or upsell a current customer, and that is what we are focusing on here. The tripwire strategy has been around for a long time, and here are some quick examples. When you buy a book for free and you just have to pay for shipping, that's a tripwire. Buying a razor is a tripwire. Most companies lose money when they sell you the razor, but they make it up by selling you the razor blades at a much better margin. Something like Amazon Prime is a tripwire as well. For $7, you get all these amazing features like free 2-day shipping, access to a ton of free movies and TV shows, and so much more. But now, Amazon hopes that you will be loyal and buy everything under the sun from them. To sum this all up, anything you sell to your customers that is less expensive than your main product to get customers introduced to your brand can be classified as a tripwire, and every successful business should have at least one in place. Let me ask you a question. Are you enjoying your time so far? Have you found this training valuable? Listen, I value your time and I want to make this webinar worth it for you. And that's why I'm trying to pack as much information as possible into this short training. So, here is what you have already accomplished today. You learned how to expand your team so that you don't need to do everything, how to use resources to help grow your business, how to use specific hashtags to engage with others and gain followers, how to efficiently repurpose content, how to monetize your content, how to dress up your page to attract the right audience at the right time. These things took me years and years to figure out. It might not seem like rocket science, and you might have thought about or have seen this stuff before, but I cannot stress how important it is. Listen, you got started, and that is the hardest part, but there is so much more you need to learn in order to take your business to the next level. Now, on to secret number 5, become a social media master. So listen up. I have created 6 social media training modules to keep this social media momentum going into your business. I've done this over a decade, learned from some of the best experts and companies in the business, and I have put all that information for you in this course. What I'm talking about is my new Damon On Demand course, Mastering Social Media. Mastering social media is all about helping you take your business to new heights. My team and I will teach you how to grow and scale your business using social media and how to master the major social media platforms. I created this course because I wanted to help as many entrepreneurs as I can. Share my failures so you don't make the same mistakes I did. Share my successes and insights so that you can be successful on social media, and give you the tools to grow your business online. Now, let me break down my Mastering Social Media training program so that you can learn exactly what we go over and more about my exclusive offer to you. Because you are still here watching this training, I want to give you something to help you take those next steps. Remember, this is all about taking action and actually doing something to turn your dream business into a reality. So, here's my offer for you. Bundle number 1. Building a professional brand blueprint. In this course, you're going to learn professional branding fundamentals, identifying your ideal audience, and optimizing your brand for every platform. So, let's talk about who exactly does this work for. This works for beginners who just want to get started, current business owners who want to grow and scale, those who sell direct to customers, B2C, and those who sell directly to other business owners, B2B. But again, I cannot stress this enough. This only works for people who are actually going to take action. If you feel like you are not ready to take action, you have to ask yourself why. You might be thinking you can't get started because you don't know the right steps to take. Listen, that is okay. It is so rare to find people who know exactly what they're doing. And that is why I'm going to give you the step-by-step to becoming a social media guru in this course, Mastering Social Media. Here are just a couple of success stories of entrepreneurs who have taken and completed this training. Michael took this course and now feels 100% more confident in growing his business and communicating with customers. Scott is an example of someone who knew nothing about social media, and after taking my training, he is now building an online brand. Remember, it does not matter what stage you're in. This works for people with all kinds of business issues. Now, this is what I value this bundle at alone, but I want to give you even more. Remember, Over providing and showing value is so important, even for someone like myself. Here is what else I'm going to give you. How to create engaging content that converts training course. In these courses, we are going to go over how to create engaging content that converts for all the major social media platforms such as Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and of course, LinkedIn. It is crucial to have all of these in place before you start to scale online. When I got started, I had to learn things the hard way. So I was figuring out the best strategies through constant trial and error. I'm going to shortcut all of this for you and save you all that time and money. Keith and Nandit are some more students that have successfully made a change in their business because of these courses. They are now running the business of their dreams, and I want to make this offer to you so you can do the same exact thing. Here is what I'm giving you so far. Roadmap to building a professional brand, $997 value. How to create engaging content that converts bundles, $997 value. A total value of $1,994. But I am not done yet. You know the old saying, but wait, there's more. The total value is $1,994, but you know, because I'm the people shark and I want to live up to my reputation, I want to give you even more. And you know what? Since you're taking action by being here, I'm going to actually lower the price. Before I give you the final offer, I'm going to add in another essential training of mine. Here are the additional courses that I'm offering you. Systemize and automate your social media marketing. Another $997 value. I had to spend a decade and millions of dollars to get these results and figure out what worked and what didn't. But you won't have to, because I'm giving you a detailed breakdown of every single thing that I did wrong so you can avoid the same exact mistakes. You might be thinking that you don't need this yet, but planning for growth from the beginning is essential for your success. It is the foundation. If the foundation of anything is weak, everything you put on top will crumble. Again, here is everything that I'm giving you so far. Building a professional brand, $997 value. Create engaging content that converts, another $997 value. Systemize and automate your social media marketing, another $997 value. Now we're up to a total value of $2,991. But wait, there's more. I am not done yet. You are also going to get my advanced growth bundle. I'm going to throw in this final course because I know you are going to build your dream business and I want you to be prepared for it. Here's what's included in the final course. How to boost your business with social media, analytics, and performance review. This is key for taking your business to the next level and standing out from your competitors. I don't want you to just take my word for it. Here are more entrepreneurs who have taken action, completed my training, and have started building their dream businesses. Dee is an example of someone who, even with a packed schedule, found time to focus on her self-improvement and education. She is taking it one step at a time, but she's moving forward, and that is what's important. She is continuing to learn, and that is what it is all about. Okay, let me sum it up for you once again. Roadmap for building a professional brand, $997 value. How to create engaging content that converts, training course, $997 value. Systemize and automate your social media marketing blueprint, $997 value. Advanced growth toolkit, $497 value, for a total value of $3,488. But I'm not going to offer you this for $3,488. But if I did, I want you to think, would that be worth it? Is investing in yourself worth it to you? If all this system did was help you create a perfect system for your social media marketing, Would it be worth $3,488? If all this did was give you a blueprint to turn your content into a monetization engine, would it be worth $3,488? If all it did was empower you to sell one product or get one extra client, would it be worth $3,488? If all this system did was take the stress and fear out of planning, creating, and posting content, would it be worth $3,488? When we were deciding how to price this, we had two choices. Offer my program at a lower price so that everyone watching this can try it out and see what it has to offer. Now, the problem with that is that we would have no real incentive to pile on the value. Our second choice was to offer my program at a price to ensure that you stay committed to the training and are serious about success. We decided to go with the second option because my team has spent countless hours figuring out what works and what doesn't. My team has paid tens of thousands of dollars for the information I gave you, and I only want people in this course who are serious and committed. So if you were able to systemize your social media and be displayed as a professional brand, what would that be worth to you? How about if you could turn your company or personal brand into a seven-figure business using social media? What would that be worth to you? Now, let me break it down for you. $3,488 value, $2,497 retail price, $1,595 sales price on the website right now. But today I'm giving you a special discount because if you are still in this training, I know that you are determined, motivated, and most likely to apply my secret strategies to your business. You are not going to pay $3,488. You are not going to pay the $1,595 sale price on the website. I'm going to give you a special 80% discount right now. Only $495. Get 80% off right now by going to the link below. Now, let's put this in perspective. Right now, if you wanted to spend one day with me and my social media team working on your business, it would cost you at least $150,000. That is $150,000. I made mastering social media because more people need access to the information that the big companies have. I am so confident that you will take action, learn and benefit from my training that I'm giving you a 30-day action-based warranty. If you take these courses and you do not find it helpful, I will refund your investment. If you want the full details on the 30-day action-based guarantee, you can go to the website and check it out. The real question is this: is it worth gambling a few minutes of your time to check this out? Even if you only activate part of what I've claimed today, it will pay for itself in just a few weeks. What would it take for you to invest in yourself so you can take your business to unimaginable levels? But you know what? Because you are still here and I know you are ready to take action, I want to throw in a few extra bonuses to help you become an even more well-rounded, successful entrepreneur and master of social media marketing. Bonus number one: access to my private Facebook group. This is my private community of entrepreneurs where everyone can collaborate and share ideas. Bonus number two: my personal Facebook ad templates ebook. These are simple plug-in templates that my team and I currently use for our Facebook ad strategy. This is my favorite resource, and if you ask me, it's worth your investment alone. Bonus number three: fireside chat recording with a member of my social media team. Now, this was at one of my super exclusive inner circle events in New York City. This was a high price event and there were less than 25 people in the room as my social media manager deconstructed how we amplify our content through social media. There are some absolute gems in this fireside chat that you do not want to miss out on. Bonus number 4. Beat the competition training course. Remember what I said about standing out from your competition? Well, in this mini course, we will give you that extra boost to do so. I want to share with you the exact same system I use to identify my target market. Remember what I said about identifying your target market. This worksheet gives you the step-by-step process for identifying your ideal audience. I couldn't make it any easier for you. With this worksheet, you will also get a mini webinar where I use this exact worksheet to break down the target market I use for FUBU. Let's break it down one more time. Again, my roadmap for building a professional brand. How to create engaging content that converts training course. Systemize and automate your social media marketing blueprint. Advanced growth training bundle. Here is what Cherie had to say. Mastering social media is for people in all stages of business, and this is another example of that. The last success story I'm sharing is Roman's. He is someone who has doubled his business, and knowing him, I guarantee it is just the beginning of a very successful journey. Habits are really hard to change. I could leave the training right now and go enjoy the rest of my day. I'm already successful in business. This is already working for me. But this is not about me. This is about you. If you leave now, you might think, you learned a lot of cool stuff. But my guess is that by tomorrow morning, you will have already slipped back into your normal routine, right? You know it's true. You just do what you've always done. That's what most people do. I'm guilty of it myself. But because I'm your coach, your friend, your mentor, I am not going to let you go back to your old habits. I'm going to make sure you're successful by breaking them. If you want real, lasting change, you need repeated exposure to the full system. That's what you'll get when you invest today. I'm guessing there are 2 kinds of people listening to me right now. You're either a doer or a dabbler. The dabblers love to sit and listen and learn, but they rarely ever do anything and often look for any excuse not to move forward. Some of you are doers. You're not sure how this is going to work out for you, but you see how it's worked out for me and for other people, so you have faith that it will work for you as well. And what I've found is that it's the doers who get ahead in life, while the dabblers don't ever really seem to progress. How long do I have access to the platform? Well, once you invest in mastering social media, you have lifetime access. Is there an in-person training to attend? No. For your convenience, all of my tips, tools, and techniques are digital. This was designed so you can take this course anytime, anywhere, at your own pace. Who is the training best suited for? Anyone who is interested in getting more out of life and business. Startup founders, CEOs, moms, college students, side hustle superstars, doctors, and anyone else who understands that training your mind and bettering your skills is the first step in success. How long will it take to complete? Well, this course has over 4 hours of content and 16 worksheets, but the best thing is, since you have lifetime access, you can use Mastering Social Media as a resource that you refer to whenever you need. Will I get a certificate of completion? Absolutely, yes. You will be issued a diploma saying you completed the full Mastering Social Media training course, and it will be digitally co-signed by me. Who is not right for the program? Anyone who is looking for someone else to do their work. This course offers a direct roadmap to becoming successful, but it takes you to actually go out and earn it. Completing this program and putting your learned tools and techniques into action is how you become successful. Simply getting on the platform is just not enough. How is this program different from other online training courses? To put it simply, because I've actually done it. time and time again. I've proven that I have the skills and techniques that are needed to bring a company to success. Unlike some of the other platforms and coaches, I reverse engineered what actually works and what doesn't and developed a program around that rather than the other way around. How do I access the training? You can access Mastering Social Media anytime on any web-enabled desktop, laptop, tablet, or mobile device to match your on-the-go lifestyle. How long will it take to get access? You will receive access immediately. Your log on and access information will be sent to the email address you provide within a few minutes of your purchase. Can I write this off for tax purposes? Yes, absolutely. If you know Mastering Social Media is the right choice for you, now is the time to open a new browser window, go to the link, and get started. Remember, if you log in and take the Damon On Demand courses in 30 days and my training doesn't help you scale your business, then my team will refund your investment. But the only way for you to know if this is right for you is to get started right now. You can get your account at the link below. Thank you so much for taking the time to better yourself today. I know this was of extreme value to you. Here's that special gift, though, that I promised you at the beginning of the training. Consider this an insurance against messing up on social media. You can download it by clicking the link, and I'll also shoot you an email with a link to download it as well. Well, there it is. It's a wrap for our learning today, and I hope that you were able to soak in all the knowledge that I put together for you. Remember, taking action is so incredibly important, and I want you to grow and succeed. I can't wait to see you take the next steps and turn your idea and passion into your dream business. Keep grinding. I will see you at the top. All the best. Damon.